happens in Sri Lanka, the floods and the rains causes heavy effects to the common people and the people especially around Karambu and Gamba. Every year that kind of incidents are recorded, but the successive governments have done very little thing to mitigate the disasters. That is as we may discuss, and it is an opportunity, it is a golden opportunity for politicians to supply subsidies and various programs they can implement helping people. But it's doled out millions he has mentioned. Because the general election is around the corner. He says that it is a golden opportunity. Anyway, it is a disaster to the common people. It is a great opportunity for politicians. But I think this time that kind of atmosphere is not so visible.
Yes.
And many politicians are in a position to go forward to help them because Parliament is first dissolved Parliament. Therefore, they don't have any privileges to start or to campaign that kind of subsidy.
Actually, this time, it's very. We can easily understand how cunning and how opportunist these politicians. I know that a few days now, even still, it has been raining and some areas have gone underwater. People have faced a lot of difficulties. But had it been some other years, had it been a few years ago, a lot of politicians, not only from government part, even from the opposition part, a lot of politicians would go to those places and help them. Just would do their show-offs, right? Various things to show off that they are thinking of people. But this time we can clearly see that most politicians are not engaged in such things because they have already accepted their defeat. See how opportunities they are. Now, if they knew that they had the slightest chance to win, they would go and at least do some drama or some show off to show people that they are thinking of people. Then this time, now already you know that the moment the election was announced, I think around 4 to 50 politicians in the parliament decided to resign, not resign, to retire or not to contest in the election. That means now they know that they already know that they have no opportunity, right? Therefore, they are not appearing for people. That's why.
Yes. They thought that the election results would be in favor of PP. They were eagerly expecting the victory. Immediately they thought that Ranil Wickremesinghe will be reappointed as the president. And they had so many plans, I think. That is why finally they lost everything. Furthermore, no expectations. No opportunity as the savior of the nation. But many people did not believe him. Therefore, if Ranil could not win, they realized that as they are second-class politicians or the lower class politicians, they can't win the battle. That is why I think they decided not to contest the forthcoming election. Anyway, that article discusses that the adverse weather is not limited to Sri Lanka. In many areas of many countries in the world are affected in many ways. I think after a few decades, the Sahara desert flooded.
Yes, I also saw a YouTube video, but I couldn't watch. I thought it would be like gossip. Is it true? I didn't believe it.
Yes, I think more than I can't exactly remember the amount of rain, how many millimeters, but it is after a very long time such an incident. But it is not a good sign of the weather behavior of the weather conditions. because the Amazon River is dry. Many parts of the Amazon forest is now deforested. I have heard in another article that the extent of Amazon forest is quite as big as European continent. But now many areas they compare with the extent of the countries like France and Germany. In such area they have deforested, they have cleared. Therefore many areas are furthermore not accepted. The Amazon is not such a big forest furthermore. Because deforested. This bad effect coming within few years the whole world will have to face the disasters.
Actually, according to my point of view, I think now even today, before starting the meeting, I went to YouTube to watch some videos for a few minutes. I couldn't watch that video as well. I saw that in that video thumbnail said that I think Antarctic, in some areas of Antarctic is becoming greenish, turning into green color in an unprecedented manner, in an unbelievable manner. Now you said that Sahara Desert is flooded, I think after a few decades, right? It's also unbelievable thing. And now Antarctic, that the other video says that Antarctic region is becoming greenish or turning into green color in an unprecedented manner. I think actually these weather changes are not good signs actually, right? I can remember very clearly the tsunami day. Tsunami came in 2004. I think it came in on January 26th, is the day after the Christmas day. On the full moon poet day, 25th of December. 25th of December was the Christmas day. The following day, 26th, was the full moon day. I think about 2-3 days before that day, the atmosphere was very cold. Actually, it was freezing. You know that generally the month of December is cold, but in that month, those few days, that few time period, it was freezing. It was freezing and it was very cold in an unprecedented manner. So the tsunami came. We had not experienced such a thing before. It was a new experience and it's a very disastrous thing. Now even when we go back to the past and think about those things, I feel afraid. Now these changes in the climate are not good signs, right? I think now you know that environmental pollution has been happening. It has been going on for decades now. It's a very common thing. For example, in countries like industrialized countries like China, India, especially China, India, in USA, most cities have already been covered with dirty air, polluted air. Right, the air is completely polluted. Even we can't see through. In addition to this environmental pollution, we know that in the last few years, the world wars between countries has been increasing. For example, Russia and Ukraine, then Israel, Palestine. Now that these wars are going on for years now. Now Russia-Ukraine war has been going on for around 1.5 years, or around 2 years now. The Israel-Palestine war is turning to worse now, and worse from the worst. Right now, in wars, we know that huge environmental pollution happens due to bomb blastings, the shellings, and due to atomic bomb blastings, nuclear bomb blastings, and due to what's called ballistic missile testings. And on the other hand, a lot of missiles and various disastrous weapons, kind of explosives are tested both underneath the water and on the land. Right, it has been happening. It has been going on for decades, for many years now. So when such blasting, especially huge blastings happens, they emit, I think, a huge amount of toxic gases and a lot of harmful gases and many other stuffs. So now the environment or this atmosphere has been enduring these things for years now. We know that even the atmosphere has a limit. It has a limit of enduring. So when the atmosphere's that limit is up, that limit is over, it start to react us, right? Now, for example, if we If we protect the environment, environment will protect us in return. If we do a damage to the environment, it's a very common thing. It's a normal thing that the environment reacts in a bad manner. Now, this is what is happening, I think. Now, due to this unbelievable environmental pollution, now the environment or the atmosphere has begun to react in a bad manner. So these signs, those who appeared in both Antarctic and Sahara areas, are not good signs, according to my point of view.
Senseless person, because they have a right to protect their people. It is another point, but they can limit that attacks to a certain extent, because during the last year he was attacking all those two countries, and thousands, millions of bombardments are put onto those countries. Therefore, I think he does not think about the environment or the protection of the human, because one country can't exist. He thinks demolishing all the countries around the Israel. He thinks Israel can remain. It can survive. But under that situation, even in the next few years, they will have to face the disasters that various times. Disasters, the explosions of the bombs. It may be one reason for the climate changes and the global warming. Annually, the increase are increasing, but the disaster, the future of the world, human beings, they don't think anything. I think according to the behavior of those leaders, and even the UNO can't, nothing. It is also looking at the situation, though they pass so many resolutions, Israel is not ready to accept it. They say many occasions use their power to stop those actions. Veto.
Yes, veto power. Yes, veto power.
That is the situation. He describes the genocide continues. It's a genocide. Nothing. They have nothing to do. They can't prevent.
Actually, I still can't. Actually, I still can't understand what these leaders want. Now, already I think more than 60,000 people are killed, including children. At least if they can think of these children, they should be able to stop it. Now, during the war in Sri Lanka, and even after the war, even now, United Nations organizations, then European Union, many other organizations have been pressurizing our country to take necessary actions to do justice for those people, especially for the families whom they lost their dear ones. Even still they have been pressurizing the country. Now we can clearly see that these countries are very eager to pressurize on the poor countries, third world countries, but we can see that USA, Israel, even Russia, these powerful countries, they have been doing these massacres, right? Mass killings openly. The whole world can see, right? Even children are killed every day. Thousands of children have already been killed. Yet we can see UNO and other organizations, they are acting like they are as if they cannot see them. They are like blind. I can't still understand why aren't they reacting. Right? They can pass resolutions and take various actions to insist the leaders to stop these killings and these disasters. Why can't they see it?
Yes, when the nuclear experiments are carried out by Iran, they imposed sanctions over Iran, but though Israel has already killed thousands of children and women and people in Gaza Strip, they don't think about imposing that kind of sanctions against Israel. That is the double behavior of those countries. That is why we could not stop that war. Israel know that the support is always on their side. America is always helping them once they want to facilitate business and the Lebanon, even the peacekeeping forces are also attacked. Were attacked by Israel. What Israel said to leave that area, the peacekeeping forces